General Sawat, there's one more important development where the four individuals have been arrested by a special team of CBI in the killing of two Maiti youths, and two women have also been arrested. Paumelim Haukep, Malswan Haukep, and apart from that, two women and two minor dependents have been detained by the combined team of special team of CBI, which has come from Delhi. The Kuki community is calling the arrest arbitrary. Professor Biswas, do you see the arrest as end of end of an incident which again flared up the situation in Manipur, or do you see as just a temporary lull before the arbitrary angle of this arrest, as being said by Kuki community, will blow into another round of conflict?
Whether the arrest is arbitrary or not, let law takes its own course. On that, nothing much can be said at this point because investigation is on. So whenever there is a situation of justice should be meted out, no doubt about it. And there are many such cases of loot, arson, rape, everything. I wish investigative agencies also take them into cognizance and really does it very objectively. That may bring the situation to a certain kind of a semblance of peace and harmony. That is absolutely needed from the internal security point of view. Second important issue here is that, there are these vigilante groups. They are still baying for blood. And there are these illegitimate weapons, which is available everywhere in Manipur. There is also a certain kind of an illegitimate transaction centering narcotics and other such contraband element. That is also going on. So all these going on have to be taken into account in totality. Otherwise, taking one aspect will be like seven blind men, so trying to see what an elephant is all about. So we have to have a holistic point of view about security, which should not go missing. The second important aspect, once again, discussing Myanmar and Bangladesh in the context of Manipur, is a certain kind of extrapolation. There may be links. Links are always there. But links do not allow you to say that, establish an entire narrative of causality. Because Myanmar is ruled by a military junta, so this must happen in India's northeast. That kind of correlation is absolutely not there. Until and unless we take into account again holistically how many insurgent groups are there in Myanmar. It's not just of the Kuki community. It's of Meitei community, Naga community, various other smaller communities have their insurgency base in Myanmar and in certain parts of Bangladesh even. So now, if we have to take this geopolitics holistically, we cannot reduce it to the question of the refugees or internally displaced people of another country infiltrating into India because of their own security and their homelessness to get some shelter here. So things have to be looked at more holistically instead of looking at it in a one-sided biased manner. Because
nobody is looking at it in a one-side way, Professor. Rami, you wanted to respond to...
Brajesh, I am really happy that you brought up the rest of these individuals. I don't think that should be, that should be a problem for anybody. I think we cannot cast doubt on our investigative agencies because I think they're responsible enough to know that at such a sensitive time, without evidence, it would be foolhardy to be making arrests that also of women and minor children. On the contrary, I think the question that everybody should be asking was, why were their children involved in the first place? What sort of recruitment is going on? What sort of weaponizing of children is going on? And I think NCPCR should take great cognizance not only of these groups, not only of the communities that have emboldened this sort of involvement of children, but also the people that are supporting or defending the involvement of children in such heinous crimes. Number two, IDLF, which portrays itself as the mouthpiece of tribals in the state, which it is not, has also called for a protest against these arrests. I mean, it really makes me wonder whether they care about the narrative that they are building or the perception that is going to go out in the rest of the country to observers like me and the layman on which side of this conflict they are on. Because honestly, at this point, they should be showing a sense of solidarity. If two children have been killed, they should be saying that yes, let the investigative agencies do their job.
Absolutely.
If they are innocent, they will come back to us, and if they are not, maximum punishment must be seen. But to ask for Churchanpur to close down indefinitely not only impacts them, their own businesses, but also shows to me and many others that their heart and their minds are not in the right place. Because you cannot defend the indefensible. Nobody will stand by you.
Absolutely.
Number two, Brijesh, nobody is extrapolating the fact that there are international agencies, international communities involved. Like I said, the government of Myanmar themselves gave out a notice in the first couple of weeks stating that, asking their own citizens not to be involved. Number two, history tells us that this has been the case even post independence in India, that there has been support that comes from across the borders. So there is no extrapolation here. These are facts, and the minute we deny these facts, we deny the entire picture from coming together. The jigsaw puzzle is never going to be complete until and unless we without a doubt realize that history proves this. Present investigation proves this. NIA, which is one of our most superior agencies, has made arrests based on evidence.
Okay. So a week after arresting a train operative of separatist group PLA, the NIA has arrested another terror suspect, 51-year-old Seminalam Gangte, who is a private school teacher from Churachandpur, in connection with a case of transnational conspiracy by Myanmar, Bangladesh-based militant groups. The NIA has also found his alleged involvement in a suspected IED blast case in Manipur's Bishnupur district, in which 3 people were injured.